Welcome back. In the last lesson, we created this new text box. We adjusted the text in it to be red and to have this curve. Now, in my opinion, the text looks a little bit small. So what I'm going to do is select the text by clicking on the text tool, going in here, and I go to the size. Now it gives you the standard font sizes in here, but because we're using A4 paper, as it were, this is a little bit small on it. So I'm going to manually put in 200. And now you can see my text is a lot larger. Now this is nice, but the text doesn't really stand out from the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make it have a little shadow effect. Now I do that by going down to the text, right-clicking on it, and going up to blending options. I click on blending options, and it gives me a bunch of different ways to style this text. Now, the one that I want to use is this one, drop shadow. So if I click on that, you now notice that it puts a little shadow underneath where the text is. If I click on here, I get the options of what I want to change. Now, the first thing I want to change is the angle. And this basically changes where the shadow lands. Now, I want mine to be slightly off to the side like that. I also feel that it's a bit far away. So I'm going to take the distance and bring it just up a bit. Okay, so now it sits a little bit under. And I think I'm going to pull down the spread and the size just a little bit, maybe increase the distance just a bit. And there, I think that's a little bit more subtle. And so distance is how far away the shadow is from the text. Spread is how far the shadow spreads. And the size is the size of the shadow. And by adjusting these around, you'll find the kind of medium that you would prefer. Yeah, that looks pretty good. And now once I've got it all set, I just can hit OK. And now I have my text with a little drop shadow. You can, in fact, add more than one option. What I might want to do here is add a little definition around the text. So I can go to stroke. And stroke will allow me to put a little line running all the way around the outside of the text. And that can help make it stand out. And so it's got a little drop shadow and it's got a little stroke around the edge. And that's pretty much all you need to know about the text. You want to experiment with a bunch of the different blending options. You can just try fiddling with their settings and see what they do yourself. See if you like the response they give you. Something like stroke and drop shadow are probably going to be the ones you're going to be using most because they are the more subtle ones that look pretty good with most kind of designs. And that's about it. All right. Thank you very much.